Dear students, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. How are you? I hope best for you. I Mukesh Kumar welcomes you to online Mukesh Online Academy. आपका मुकेश ऑनलाइन एकेडमी में स्वागत है. And we are doing the chapter 1 of class 8 mathematics of ICSE board from ML Agrawal book, that is the rational numbers. Okay, so we have covered this chapter into the several videos. In the first few videos, we covered about the addition of the rational numbers and their properties. Then we covered about the subtraction of rational numbers and their properties. And then we started the multiplication. In multiplication, already we have covered the two videos about the properties of the multiplication of the rational numbers. And we have covered about the examples also. Okay. So I hope you must have seen those videos. Okay. If you have not seen those videos, then I have given the ID into the links into the description. Okay, so you can go through them, you can watch them, because that will help you to understand these questions, the multiplication questions, better. Okay, so now in this video we will do about the multiplication exercise, that is the exercise 1.3 that we will do here. So one usual tip that I give. Okay, so I hope you must be practicing that questions. Okay, so in maths there is no secret, there is just open secret. Okay, so it is the only practice which works more. So more you do the maths, more you do practice, more you get it. So I hope you must have taken out your notebooks and pens. Okay, clear? So just start practicing with me. Okay, so and you practice each and every question 3 to 4 times, 5 times. So you will get that question in a better way. You will become best. Okay, and when you become best in one question, so by becoming best in each and every question, you can become best into the maths. So you have to become best in every question. Okay, so if you have any doubt, if you have any query, then you can write to me on the WhatsApp or email, or you can write on the comment box. WhatsApp and email I have given into the description. Okay, now you can follow me on the Telegram also. So I have given that ID into the description. Okay, and if you want to do the live online classes, then you can also write to me and we will be happy to serve you. Okay, so in this video we will do the questions 1 to 4 of the exercise 1.3. Since this exercise is little longer, so to make you understand better and to make you lighter, okay, so you don't feel so much of pressure in just one time, I have made the 2 videos of it. Okay, so in first video we have covered question number 1 to 4, and in the next video we will cover question number 5 to 10. So that way the full exercise will be completed. Okay, so now let's start the exercise 1.3 one question. Dear students, let's start, and today we will do the questions from the exercise 1.3. Okay, so exercise 1.3 is related to the multiplication of rational numbers. In the last one we had done the examples of the multiplication of the rational numbers. I hope you must have understood those examples. So now the exercise 1.3 will become more easier. Some questions we will take into this video, and some questions we will take into the next video. Okay, so let's do the first question. Okay, so in the first part we have to multiply and express them into the lowest form. Lowest form is we have to reduce them. So we will take the first part, that is 6 upon minus 7 into 14 upon 30. As we know that we will multiply 6 into 14 means numerator with the numerator and the denominator with the denominator. Okay, so now we can reduce them in the same time. See, we know that 6 5 the 30, so we divide that by 6 1 the 6 and 6 5 the 30, and we know that 7 2 the 14, so we divide 7, so this is minus 1 and this is 2. So we got the answer 1 into 2 is 2 upon minus 1 into 5 is minus 5, or we can write minus 2 upon 5 is the answer. Okay, now the second part. See, in the second part we have to multiply 6 2 by 3 to the 1 2 by 7. Okay, so here we have the mixed fraction. So first we will convert this mixed fraction into the improper fraction. So 6 2 upon 3 into 1 2 upon 7. So as we know that how do we convert? So we will multiply 3 with the 6 at 2 upon 3. Then multiplication sign, we will multiply 7 with the 1 at 2 divided by 7. So we got 3 6 are 18, 18 plus 2 is 20, 20 upon 3. Okay, then into, we have 7 into 1 7 and plus 2 is 9. So we got 9 upon 7. Okay, so now as we know that we will multiply numerator with the numerator and denominator with the denominator. Okay, so now here we can itself reduce so that we will get the answer into the lowest form. These 3 and 9 can be divided. So 3 1 is 3, 3 3 is 9. So we got 20 into 3 upon 1 into 7. Okay, so which is 20 into 3 means 3 0, 3 2 is 6 60 and 7 into 1 means 7. Okay, so but now we are getting the answer into the improper fraction. Okay, so we have to convert this improper fraction into the mixed fraction. For this we have to divide. So let's do in the rough. So 7 divide 60. So we have 7 8 is 56. Okay, so 10 minus 6 is 4. So we got the answer. We write 7 as a denominator. Okay, and the remainder as a numerator and the quotient is a whole number. So 8 4 5 7 we have got the answer. Okay, now the third part. See, in the third part we have to multiply 25 upon minus 9 with minus 3 by 10. Okay, so we will multiply numerator with the numerator. Okay, so we got 25 into minus 3. Okay, divided by, we will multiply denominator with the denominator, minus 9 into 10. Now these can be divided. Okay, so 25 and 10 are multiples of 5. They have the common number 5. So 5 2 is 10 and 5 5 is 15. So we have reduced them into a lowest form. Now minus 3 and minus 9 can also be divided. 3 divided by 3 will be minus 1 and this divided by 3 will be minus 3. So we got 5 into minus 1 divided by minus 3 into 2. So 5 into 1 is minus 5 and minus 3 into 6 is minus 6. As I told you earlier in the earlier videos also, if in a rational number, both numerator and denominator, okay, both are the negative signs. So this number will become positive. So we got the answer 5 divided by 6. So this is the answer. I hope you would have understood this question. Okay, so now let's do the second question. So in this question, we have to verify the commutative property of multiplication. Okay, so in the first one, we have to verify 4 upon 5 into minus 7 upon 8. Okay, so as we know that in a commutative property, that 4 upon 5 into minus 7 upon 8 will be equals to minus 7 upon 8 into 4 upon 5. That means we can take the number in any order. Okay, so that is the commutative property. Okay, so in commutative basically, so in left hand side we will solve first. So we have 4 upon 5 into minus 7 upon 8. So this will be 4 into minus 7 upon 5 into 8. This 4 and 8 can be divided. So 4 1 is 4, 4 2 is 8. Okay, so we got 1 into minus 7 upon 5 into 2. So we got the answer. 1 into minus 7 is minus 7. 5 into 2 is 10. So we got the answer minus 7 by 10. And now we will solve the right hand side. See, in this right hand side will be equals to minus 7 upon 8 into 4 upon 5. Okay, so again minus 7 into 4 upon 8 into 5. So 4 and 8 again can here be divided. 4 1 is 4, 4 2 is 8. So we got minus 7 into 1 upon 2 into 5. So minus 7 into 1 is 7, 2 into 5 is 10. So in both way we are getting the left hand side is equals to right hand side. It means that the 4 upon 5 multiplied with minus 7 upon 8 is same as minus 7 upon 8 multiplied with 4 upon 5. So this commutative property is verified. Okay, clear? So now we will do the second part. In the second part, the question is 13 1 by 3 into 1 1 by 8. Okay. So here also we have to verify the same property, the commutative property. Okay. So as per the commutative property, we know that, see, we have the number 13 1 by 3 into 1 1 by 8. Okay. So that means in case of commutative property, that 13 1 by 3 into 1 1 by 8 should be equal to 1 1 by 8 into 13 1 by 3. So this is the commutative property that we have to verify. Okay. So in the commutative property, here we will solve both left hand side and right hand side. So 13 1 by 3 into 1 1 by 8. Okay. So first we will convert this mixed fraction into the improper fraction. So we will get 3 into 13 plus 1 upon 3 into 8 into 1 plus 1 upon 8. So now this will be converted into the improper fraction. So 13 into 3. See, 13 into 3 is 3 3 is 9, 3 1 is 3, 39, and plus 1 we got the 40. So 40 divided by 3 into 8 into 1 is 8 plus 1 is 9, 9 upon 8. So now we will multiply the numerator with the numerator and denominator with the denominator. Okay. So here we can reduce them. Both 3 and 9 can be divided. 3 1 is 3, 3 3 is 9. And 8 and 40 can also be divided. 8 1 is 8, 8 5 is 40. So we got the answer 5 into 3 upon 1 into 1. So we got the answer 15 upon 1, which is equals to 15 is the answer. Okay. Now we have to do the right hand side. See, the right hand side we have to switch the side. Okay. 1 1 by 8 into 13 1 by 3. Now again we have to convert them into the improper fraction. So we have 8 into 1 plus 1 divided by 8 into 3 into 13 plus 1 divided by 3. Okay. So 8 into 1 is 8 plus 1 9. So 9 upon 8 into 3 into 13 is 39 plus 1 is 40. 40 upon 3. Now again we will multiply numerator with the numerator and denominator with the denominator. See, 8 and 40 can be divided. 8 5 is 40. 8 1 is 8. 3 and 9 can be divided. 3 1 is 3. 3 3 is 9. Okay. So we got 3 into 5 upon 1 into 1. That means 15 upon 1, which is equals to 50. Okay. So what we can write that in the conclusion, left hand side is equals to right hand side. It means that 13 1 by 3 into 1 1 by 8 is equal to 1 1 by 8 into 13 1 by 13. So that means we can multiply them in any order. We will get the same answer. Now this property is very fine. Okay, clear? Now we will do the third part. See, in the third part we have the numbers minus 7 upon minus 20 into 5 upon 14. Okay, so third part, okay, minus 7 upon minus 20 into 5 upon 40. So if we are going for the commutative property, so for commutative property, okay, we have minus 7 upon minus 20 into 5 upon 14 should be equals to 5 upon 14 into minus 7 upon minus 20. So let's solve the left hand side first. So we got minus 7 upon minus 20 into 5 upon 14. So here we will multiply numerator with the numerator, means minus 7 into 5 divided by minus 20 into 14. Okay. So this 7 and 14 can be divided. So minus 7 means minus 1. Okay. And 7 to the 40. This 5 and 20 can also be divided because 5 1 is 5 and 5 4 is 20. So we got minus 1 into 1 upon minus 4 into 2. So that means we got minus 1 upon 4 into 2 is minus 8. As I told you, if we have both the numerator and denominator in the negative sign, the result will be 1 upon 8 positive. Okay, clear? Now we will take the right hand side. See, in the right hand side we have 5 upon 14 into minus 7 upon 20. So again we will do the same thing here. So 5 into minus 7 upon 14 into minus 20. Same, we can divide 7 and 14, minus 1 and 2. We can divide 5 and 20, 5 and 5, minus 4. So we got 1 into minus 1 upon 2 into minus 4. Okay. So now 1 into minus 1 is minus 1. 2 into minus 4 is minus 8. When both numerator and denominator have the same sign, so result is 1 upon 8 positive. It means that what we can see that left hand side is equals to right hand side, or we can say that minus 7 upon 20 into 5 by 14 is same as by 114 into minus 7 upon 20. So this commutative property is very fine. Okay, so this we have completed the second question, third part. So we have completed two questions. Now let's do the third question. In third, we have not been given what property we have to verify, but we have to verify this whole question, the first part, and then we have to write the name of this property. So what is the name of this property? Okay, so let's do the verification first. Okay, so left hand side is 3 upon 5 into minus 4 upon 7 into minus 8 upon 9. As we know from the BODMAS rule, we have to solve the brackets first. Okay, so here in both numerator and denominator nothing is common, so we cannot reduce them. So we write 3 upon 5 into minus 4 into minus 8 divided by 7 into 9. It means numerator with the numerator, denominator with the denominator is multiplied. So 3 upon 5 into, see, minus 4 into minus 8 is plus 32, because when we multiply the two negative numbers, it becomes a positive number. And 7 into 9 is 7 9 is 63. Okay, so now 3 into 32 upon 5 into 63. Now we will multiply these two numbers. Okay, so now 3 and 63 can be divided. So 3 1 ja 3, we got 3 2 ja 6, 3 1 ja 3. So we got the 21. Okay, so now we have got 1 into 32 upon 5 into 21. Let's do in the rough. Okay, 1 into 32 will be 32, and 5 into 21 means 21 into 5. So 5 1 ja 5, 5 2 ja 10. So we got 105. Okay, clear? So now let's do the right hand side. See, the right hand side is of the first part 3 upon 5 into minus 4 upon 7. First we have to multiply these two into minus 8 upon 9. Okay, so here also in bracket we don't have any number which can be divided in numerator and denominators. So we will write 3 into minus 4 upon 5 into 7 into minus 8 upon 9. So 3 into minus 4 is minus 12. 7 into 5 is 35 into minus 8 upon 9. So now again, now we have reduced with the two numbers. So minus 12 will be multiplied with the 8 and 35 will be multiplied with the 9. See, this 9 and 12 comes into the table of 3. So we can divide them. 3 3 is 9 and we can write this 3 3 4 is 12. Okay, see, now we have minus 4 into minus 8 upon 35 into 3. So now we have to multiply both minus 4 into minus 8. Minus 4 into minus 8 means 32 plus 32, because both are the negative numbers. And now we have to multiply 35 and 3. So 3 5 is 15, 3 3 is 9, 105, 105. So we got 32 upon 105. So as we can see that on both the side we are getting the same answer. Okay, so we can write that left hand side is equals to right hand side. Now we have to write the name of the property, and in the first video on the multiplication I had told you that whenever we have the more than two numbers in the multiplication, that property is the associative property. So we will write the name of the property is associative property of multiplication of rational numbers. Okay, so this property is the associative property of the multiplication of rational numbers. Okay, so now let's do the second part. See, in second part also we have to verify the property both left hand side and right hand side, and again also we have to tell the name of the property. Okay, so the second part is 5 upon 9 into minus 3 upon 2 plus 7 upon 5 equals to 5 upon 9 into minus 3 upon 2 plus 5 upon 9 into 7 upon 5. So first we will solve the left hand side. Okay, so the left hand side is 5 upon 9 into minus 3 upon 2 plus 7 upon 5. As we have learned in the BODMAS, so we will first solve the brackets. In brackets we have the positive sign, so that means we will be adding two numbers. So we will apply the rules that we have learned into the addition of rational numbers. So here we have the denominator 2 and 5. So their LCM will be 10 because we will convert them into the first like denominators. So 5 upon 9 into minus 3 into 5 divided by 2 into 5 plus 7 into 2 divided by 5 into 2. Okay, so 5 upon 9 into minus 3 into 5 is minus 15 and 2 into 5 is 10 plus 7 into 2 is 14 divided by 10. So now we write the common denominator 5 upon 9 into minus 15 plus 14 upon 10. Okay, so we write 5 upon 9. See, minus 15 plus 14. So we write here minus 15. We write here plus 14. Since both have the opposite signs, so we will subtract them. So we will get the 1 and we will put the sign of minus 15. So we got minus 1 upon 10. Okay, so now we will multiply them. So for multiplication, what will we do? 5 into minus 1 upon 9 into 10. Okay, now this 5 and 10 can be divided. 5 1 ja 5, 5 2 ja 10. So we got 1 into minus 1 upon 9 into 2. So 1 into minus 1 is minus 1 and 9 into 2 is 18. So we got the answer of the left side minus 1 upon 18. Now we will calculate the right hand side. See, the right hand side is 5 upon 9 into minus 3 upon 2 plus 5 upon 9 into 7 upon 5. Okay, so now according to the BODMAS rule, first we will solve the multiplications, then we will solve the addition. We will not first solve the addition, we will first solve the multiplication. So we will get 5 into minus 3 upon 9 into 2 plus 5 into 7 upon 9 into 5. So this 3 and 9 can be divided. 3 1 ja 3 minus 1, 3 3 ja 9. Okay, so we will write 5 into minus 1 upon 3 into 2, then plus this 5 and 5 can be divided, both will get the 1. So 1 into 7 upon 9 into 1. So 5 into minus 1 is minus 5, 3 into 2 is 6, plus 7 into 1 is 7, 9 into 1 is 9. So now we will take the LCM of 6 and 9. So LCM of 6 and 9 will be 3 2 ja 6, 3 3 ja 9, 3 2 comma 1 and 2 1 comma 1. So the LCM is 3 into 3 into 2, that means 9 into 2, which is equal to 18, and we can also show that 3 into 6, which is also equals to 18. So we will multiply 6 with the 3, so minus 5 into 3 upon 6 into 3 plus we will multiply 7 and 9 with the 2, 9 7 into 2 upon 9 into 2. Okay, so minus 5 into 3 means now minus 15, 6 into 3 is 18 plus 7 into 2 is 14, 9 into 2 is 18. So now the common denominator is 18, minus 15 plus 14 and again minus 15 and plus 14 will be equals to minus 1. So we got the answer minus 1 upon 18. See, look here, In left hand side also we have got the minus 1 upon 18. On the right hand side we have also got the minus 1 upon 18. So what will be right? This left hand side is equals to right hand side. So now this property is distributive property. You can say the distribution of multiplication over addition, because we have the plus sign between the numbers in the bracket. So it is a distributive property. So we can write it is a distributive property. Or we can say that distribution of multiplication over addition. Okay, so either we can write as a distributive property, or we can write that distribution of multiplication over addition. So this is the property that we have used in the second part of the third question. Okay, so now let's do the fourth question. So in the fourth question we have to find the multiplicative inverse. Okay, so let's do the first part. So in the first part we have the number 12. Okay, so now as we know that multiplicative inverse of a number is the reciprocal of a number. Multiplicative inverse means reciprocal of a number. Okay, so whenever we have to write in multiplicative inverse, we have to write the reciprocal of a number without changing sign, no change in sign. Okay, so in the first case we have the number 12. Okay, so we can write 12 upon 1. So its multiplicative inverse will become 1 by 12. Okay, so multiplicative inverse of 12 is 1 upon 12 is the answer. Okay, so now the second part. In the second part we have 2 upon 3. Okay, so in the second part we have the number 2 upon 3. So its reciprocal. Its reciprocal will be equals to 3 upon 2. Okay, so the multiplicative inverse is 3 upon 2. So the multiplicative inverse of 2 upon 3 is 3 upon 2. Okay, so this is the answer. Now the third part. In the third part we have minus 4 upon 7. Okay, so as I told you, we don't need to change the sign. We just make the reciprocal of it. So third part is minus 4 by 7. But its reciprocal will be 7 upon minus 4. Okay, so its multiplicative inverse minus 4 upon 7 will be either 7 upon minus 4 we can write, or we can write minus 7 upon 4. Like this we can write the answer. Okay, so now the fourth part, minus 3 upon 8 into minus 7 upon 13. Okay, so in the fourth part we have the fourth part minus 3 upon 8 into minus 7 upon 13. Okay, so now to do this part we first have to multiply these two numbers. Okay, then we can find the reciprocal of it. Or what we can do, we just reciprocate each and every number, then multiply them. Both way it can be done. So let's first find the multiplication. So it will be minus 3 into minus 7 upon 8 into 13. We don't have any number in numerator and denominator which can be divided by numerator or denominator. Okay, so we will write minus 3 into 7. Minus 7 is 21 because 7 3 are 21, and both minus minus is plus. Now multiply 13 into 8. So we have 8 3 are 24. 104 we have the answer, but 21 by 10. Its reciprocal of a number will be 104 upon 21. Okay, so its multiplicative inverse will be 104 upon 21. Okay, so I hope students you would have understood these questions. Today we have covered. So today we have covered from question number 1 to 4. Okay, since they have the more parts, so that is why we have covered less number of questions. Okay, so rest of the question number 5 to remaining questions we will cover into the next video. I hope you would have understood these questions, and these are very easy if you follow these steps which I have told you in the video. Then you can do them very well. Okay. Dear students, in the next video we will cover the remaining questions, means question 5 to 10 of the exercise of the multiplication of rational numbers. Okay, because the exercise is little longer, so that is why we have covered into the two videos to make it smaller. Okay, so we will cover the rest of the question in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Write your comments about the video, any query, doubt about the topic in the comment box. Okay, you can write to me on the WhatsApp or email also. Okay, so if you have if you want to do the live online classes, then also you can write to me on the WhatsApp or email. Now we are on the Telegram also. You can follow me on the Telegram. Okay, that ID is given into the description. And I hope you must be practicing the question. Because in maths, practice is key to success. More you practice the questions, more you get the maths. Less you practice, less you. Okay, so practice, practice, practice. So practice is very much necessary. Okay, so I hope you must be enjoying those videos. Okay, so kindly share it with your friends, subscribe to it, and ask them to subscribe. Okay, and share it, like it. Thank you so much.